Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis and above me is John, and we're going to be doing the review of that terrible game against Leicester. If you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any of our daily Manchester City videos. Smash a like on the video as well if you do enjoy listening to us moan, and it just helps other City fans find the channel. Right, okay, so lots to talk about. In the preview, I said that our defensive issues over. Well, look what we know, because, yeah, the answer to that is clearly no. Look, before we get into all that, we're going to start off with Pep as the manager made some big decisions today, and some of them I don't necessarily agree with. First one, Sterling being played as a striker. He's not a striker, he's one of the world's best wingers. As a striker, don't think he's very efficient as a striker. I don't think he can do it. And you've got Delap on the bench, who played and had a really good game. In my opinion, should have started. Didn't. Sterling offered us nothing up front. Not his fault because he's not a striker, but for me, that was a massive mistake from Pep.
Yeah, I think I wasn't too fussed about starting Sterling. I wasn't like over the moon with it. I didn't want it to happen. We said in our preview, start Delap, start players in their positions, because you know what I mean. You're getting the best out of them in their own positions, and I get that Delap is young, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, he will be inconsistent and stuff like that, but we should have started Delap up top, and it's easy for us to say that now, but we called this beforehand. So that's why we have the right to say that. But starting Sterling there, I think we all expected him to do that, and I don't think we actually expected him to play Delap up top. It's Pep, but it was just an L. It just wasn't. It was so wasted. We say it multiple times. We say it time and time again that Sterling doesn't work as a striker. In the first half, when we was playing quite decent football, we did see Sterling make a couple of good runs, and I was like, yes, this is what we need. But it didn't keep up. He did it a little bit, and I was like, right, buzzing. We need to see this more from Sterling throughout this game. And then it just died off. Like then it was almost like, yeah, well, it was a wasted position because there was no one to go to. Who do you look to score a goal? Because it just wasn't happening for us. It wasn't working. We didn't actually create that many chances during the game. Yeah. And, you know what I mean? We didn't even have a striker on the pitch. Yeah. So it's wild to think that. It's wild. And it was a wild decision. But Pep persists with playing Sterling there. And I don't think it's something that we'll ever get away from. Yeah, well, it should be. The thing is with him playing there, back to goal, he's very bad because he's got no muscle, right? Simple as that's the reason. So a defender touches him and he can't hold him off and he'll lose the ball. That's just simple. That's just not his fault. You know what I mean? That's just the way he's built. You know what I mean? He ain't got that muscle. So you know, back to goal, useless in that sort of situation. He's only really good as a striker, getting in behind the defence. But you know, how many times did we get behind their defence today? And even when we do get behind the defence, he's not the best finisher in the world anyway. Yeah, he gets 30 goals a season, but how many of them are one-on-one? Finish and you go, oh, what a finish. Not really, guys. It's normally like he scores a couple screamers, like nice curls into the top corner, good tap-ins, but it's very rare that he'll go one-on-one with the goalkeeper and slot it past him, you know, because he's not the best finisher. So not his fault, not Sterling's fault, but for me, Pep got that massively wrong playing Sterling as a striker, and it just wasn't great. Another mistake in my opinion from Pep. He brought Delap on, good move. Took the wrong player off for me. Should have took off Sterling off Foden. Reverted to a normal 4-2-3-1 type system. Because we had control of the ball, but he took off Fernandinho. When that happened, well, the floodgates just completely opened. Now, we controlled the ball when we had Fernandinho and Rodri on. Did we create much? No, we didn't. You said we didn't create much. No, we didn't. But Leicester weren't getting much out of the game either. They were struggling to create anything. But as soon as we took Fernandinho off, we lost control of the ball. So any chances that we were creating, which we weren't creating that many, completely stopped because we no longer had control of the football. And Leicester, in the first half, were going down the channels. However, in the second half, they were just going straight through the middle. Rodri got completely exposed. Not necessarily his fault because they were just running at him. Players everywhere, didn't know where to go, and they were just going straight down the middle. Any balls that were being cut back, there was only Rodri there. It was a complete mess. I think that was not a great move, to be honest. We completely lost control of the football. If you look at you have to look at the possession stats. Look at possession stats in the first half. It was like 80% or something like that. We lost a little bit in the second half because they got more control of the ball because we didn't have them two midfielders on. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Like the thing is, taking Fernandinho off, it just exposed our defense and Rodri and himself, and it was just the wrong move. Like you said, we had control of the. Yes, we weren't creating that much, but we had control of the game with Rodri and Fernandinho on. It should have been an attacking player for an attacking player that went off, and I get it that he wanted to put an attacking player on and take a defensive-minded player off, but the way he did it. Because the way we were set from the start with two centre defensive mids in the 4-2-3-1 was full Hail Mary mode. And I said this in our live stream, we did go full Hail Mary. It was like, yep, okay, then 5 minutes into the second half and we took Fernandinho off, threw the lap on, and I was like, at first I was a bit like, okay, buzzing see the lap, but then immediately I seen the fault in the system then. Because, like you said, rather than going down the wings where they much prefer to keep them out wide where they're nowhere near the goal, they were going straight down the middle. They were just murking us, and it was wild. And then once he'd taken Fernandinho off, there was no revert. I mean, the guy can undo because Gundogan's out. We had no centre defensive mid on the bench to step up into that spot.
Yeah.
To fix the whole. We created a leak, and then we couldn't plug it. It was a bad move from Pep. And Pep should have known better, really.
It's a weird one because why would you open yourself up that much to a team like Leicester? You know what I mean? Them teams want you to do that. They want to be pressed back. They almost want you to have the ball, right? They want you to have the ball. They want you to press them in because then what they want you to do, they want you to lose it, make a mistake, and then they'll pounce on it. And that's what teams like Leicester do. And that's what they train day in, day out to do. That's how they play every week. But, you know what I mean? And then we opened ourselves up. At the beginning, the formation, I thought Pep got it spot on. Bar starting Sterling, in my opinion. The formation was spot on because any counter-attack they had, we had plenty of players in the midfield to sort of halt them, to sort of stop them, to slow them down, to make them go down the wings. You know, that was good. That was good tactical decision from Pep. But then to sort of completely undo it and say, right, I'm only going to have one player in that midfield. If we lose the ball, surely in his head, he must have known that if we lose the ball in the midfield, they're going to press, they're going to counter-attack at speed, at pace, and I've only got one player in Rodri. No, why are we not thinking of that type of thing? Another
issue is the fact that when Fernandinho went, let's say when you had Fernandinho and Rodri in that midfield, we were seeing Kyle Walker and Mendy being pushed really far up on the wings, right back and left back. But then at least Fernandinho can drop into defence, almost creating the 3/5 at the back situation. When Fernandinho goes off, our left back and right back are still doing that. We're completely exposed. It was just so much space. It was like every time that Leicester got the ball, I was shitting it. I was like, oh, nah, not again. And you called it in the game. Called it in the game. You said that 100% they'll score again here. And then Maddison whipped it into the top corner, and I was just like...
Of course they were going to score, because, you know, our defence is evidently still not fixed. You know, I was maybe conned into believing that maybe we were slightly improving. Wrong. Our defence is still very, very poor. So what do you need? You need protection. We give him protection first half. We did all right. Second half, remove the protection. Boom. You know what I mean? It's not good. Another issue, guys. A lot of people were mentioning Ben Mendy. You know, what's going on here? Do we need a new left back, guys? For me, I've always thought with Ben Mendy, if he's providing good crosses into the ball, if he's providing good attacking movement, good attacking threat, then I can sort of forgive his defensive issues, because he does have issues. He definitely has defensive issues. But if he's not providing me with an attacking threat, then what's the point? What is the point in him playing? Because he's going to give away penalties. He's going to give away... That penalty that he gave away was absolutely ridiculous. Yes, he went down soft, but his goal side here, you can't touch him. Everyone knows that. If you're watching football for any period of time, you know if the attacker's goal side, just get off them. You got to accept it, and if you touch him, they're going to go down. Clear penalty. And he didn't. He doesn't have... I don't know why. I feel like he has these brain dead moments. He did it at Wolves. You remember last year? How can you forget? He had a brain dead moment. He just does something stupid. He did it again today, and he's not providing the crosses, you know, them dangerous whips anymore. And if he's not, then he shouldn't be in the team, in my opinion. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Do we need a new left back? If so, who?
I think I'm with you. I'm excited to see the comment section. 'Cause I'm excited to see people's thoughts on who should replace Ben Mendy or who we should get in as well as Ben Mendy. But I am with you with the fact that Ben Mendy right now for me isn't there. It's not it. It's not it. When I look at what I want from this team at left back, Ben Mendy sadly is not it.
Yeah, sadly, and that's it. You know, everyone wanted Mendy to work out, man. Why do you not? Any City player you want to back, but the time's come, guys. You know what I mean? You've got to make a decision. He's not going to get sold because no one's going to buy him. You know what I mean? No one's going to take him with his injury record and the wage and the fee. No one's going to take. So he's going to be our second choice. In my opinion, we should go out and get someone who I don't know. You know, there's plenty of left backs. We'll link we did a video, 5 left backs that City can consider signing. It was a while ago, so I don't know if any of them have been sold to other clubs, but we'll link it anyway. Give it a watch. Right, okay, let's go on to the team ratings, which I'm sure will be very fun.
This is the best part of the show. Right then, team ratings. I'll take us through this quickly. Right, we'll give Edison a 6. Don't really think he was at fault for any of the goals, but at the end of the day, he conceded 5 goals.
Yeah, bit of a tricky one, that one.
It's a hard to give. You can't give him a good rating, but you can't give him a bad rating because it wasn't really his fault. But so we give him a 6 as like standard. Walker, we give a 5. Didn't have a great game. He doesn't really offer much going forward, and he was playing so high up the pitch that it's pretty much. If Cancelo was there, he would have suited that position because he was playing as right wing back, not right back. Because he's not dropping back, but. So we give Walker a 5, not particularly great. Garcia, we give a 5.5, who's marginally better than Walker. They both give away penalties, but Garcia saved us a few times.
Yeah.
Which I know people don't want to hear, because Garcia, yes, everyone keeps calling him in our comments, but he did save us a few times. It could have been a lot worse. Ake, I thought it was great. 7.5, and he got his first goal. It's such a shame that he got his first goal in this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll give him a 7.5. Mendy, trash, 5. Rodri, 6.5. Fernandinho would give a 6.5. Both of them the same rating. If they would have both stayed on, they probably would have done better, and we would have done better as a team.
Yeah, they didn't do bad, but they didn't really do anything. But when they were both on, were they creating stuff? No, but they were controlling the game. They weren't really doing much with the ball. There was a lot of sideways passes, but you know what? Against a team like Leicester, a sideways pass is a lot better than a risky ball where they intercept and break. So you know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to play the patient game. And as we've seen, we took Fernandinho off and then we collapsed.
Yeah, it was a calamity. De Bruyne 6. Oh, they didn't have a game, De Bruyne.
Yeah, I know there'll be a load of De Bruyne lovers in the comments saying, "What you on about De Bruyne 6? He had a poor game." You know what I mean? You got to accept he had a poor game. He's got to accept he had a poor game because then he can try and get better and sort of improve his performance for the next match. But yeah, he didn't. He struggled. Everyone struggled. But yeah, you can't just lick ass because it's De Bruyne. You got to say he didn't have a good game because he didn't have a good game.
Yeah, I agree. Forward, we give a 6. Yeah, pretty quiet. Didn't really do much. I think he was a bit crowded out actually because of the amount of attacking players were on the pitch, all just bundled into one. It was almost like Mahrez was even a striker at one point. It was wild. Yeah, speaking of Mahrez, 6.5 for Mahrez. He got that goal and set us off on the right foot early.
What a goal!
What a goal it was! And I was so hype. We were so buzzing on the live. It was mad. Sick goal, so yeah, give a 6.5. Sterling we give a 5.5 because not really his fault. He was played out of position. Pep persists with this position, and it's just not working for him. Then subs Torres 5. I feel bad for Torres for playing in this game because he's been thrown in at a terrible game at a terrible time, and people will be slating him now, saying that he's trash. When that's not true. That's not true yet. You don't have the right to call him trash yet. You have to give him time to come into the team and. Today doesn't, and I said the same with the other game where he only plays these bit parts. It doesn't reflect his true ability. So it's going to take him time to get into the team anyway. And then Delap would give a 6.5. Strangely, Delap had the best chance of the second half, which was a header. It hit the crossbar. That was the best chance of the second half. That just shows how much we created in that game.
Because he's a striker. So that ball got whipped in by Mendy. It wasn't a particularly great cross. It was just a cross into the ball, and he made something of it. It was a half chance. It hit the bar. You know what I mean? That's what you get when you play as a striker. Even when you're not playing great, you can still get goals because they're strikers. That's all they've been brought up to do, put the ball in the net. But when you play a winger as a striker, they're not going to be able to just do that because guess what? They're not a striker. You know what I mean? It's not rocket science in my opinion. You know, it's quite simple. Yes, he's only 17. Who cares? Who cares if he's only 17? He's a striker and he knows where the net is, and it showed because one ball into the box wasn't a great ball and he managed to get his head on it and hit the bar. Let us know what you think in the comment section below, guys. Not a great day. Not a great day at all. Let's get some signings in my opinion. 9 days left of the transfer window. Let's see who we can get. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell for daily Manchester City content. And smash a like on the video as well, guys. Thank you very much. See you later.